Looked like a busted play to me, but it's first down Northeast Jones.
Exactly. I mean, it looked like it. Smith handed it off to Ducksworth. Ducksworth started to run it. He tossed it back to Mason Smith, who threw it to Jalen Hudson. There's a lot of activity going on that play, but it did look
They were lucky to get any yards on that play, but they got lucky enough they got a first down. They got about 8 yards. I think I got them for 5 on that play, but they got a first down. And Northeast Jones, I mean, there's nothing wrong with what they're doing on offense. They just need to just keep what they're doing, what they're doing.
Right. They have to remain consistent.
They're not running much to the top side, mostly the bottom side or up the middle, but use the top side too.
So Northeast is going to come out with a 4-receiver set, 2 receivers on each side. Zach Dyson, the game line up to the left of Smith. Smith takes the snap, looking over the middle, and just a little bit too low for his receiver. That was Charlie Strickland.
I mean, the guy was open. He just threw it too low. Maybe because the ball was wet, but the guy was wide open. He just threw it too low, and he went down to get it, hit the ground.
Exactly. So, a perfect opportunity to make something happen, but it's going to bring up second down. With 59 seconds left in this first half, with Mendenhall leading by a touchdown, 14-7. Smith with the snap. Handed off to Dice. Dice slicing and dicing. Look, the middle's going to pick up. Looks like it's going to be enough for a first.
It looks like about an 8 or 9 yard gain, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's going to bring up third down and 1. That was second down. They're running it right up the middle, getting good yardage. The line's just putting a hat on them and opening up some holes.
It's going to be a timeout on the field. We're going to step away for a moment as well. Be right back. Having AC issues? Does your vehicle no longer drive like new? Head on over to Keys Automotive in Laurel. Keys Automotive specializes in repairing foreign and domestic vehicles. Keys Automotive, located at 623 Arco Lane in Laurel, or call Charles Keys at 601-649-0517. And welcome back to the broadcast. And Brian, what do you think about that the last play?
Oh, I loved it. I mean, they were just running it up the middle in a big hole. I mean, you know, like I said, Northeast Jones offense is looking good. They just need to keep it up.
Right, so now they come out with a 4-receiver set, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Zach Dyson in the game, who takes the handoff, trying to get a lead block from Corvion, but it's going to be taken down. After about a 2-yard pickup, it's going to bring up 4th down.
They're trying to run up the middle, but that play was just too slow developing. I'm not sure he ever had the ball secured there in his pocket. So it's going to wind up being, they cost him another timeout. It's going to be 4th down now.
Northeast Jones calls a.
But you know what? But you know what? It wouldn't be a bad idea to go for it right here. Because Northeast Jones' defense, you can trust them. They've scored on 2 big plays. That's how they got their 14 points. But this Mendenhall offense, if they punt it right here, or even if they go for it right here, I think they'll stop Mendenhall because they're not moving the football.
And you're right about that, Brian. They're really not. The only time they score is if it's just on a big play, which hasn't happened too often. But yeah, it's 4th and short. I mean, why not?
I would go for it too.
35 seconds left in the first half. I mean,
especially the way your defense is playing.
But they're gonna punt it away. A nice long punt by Strickland is going to be down at the 25-yard line.
That's going to be a penalty, interference on a guy catching a fair catch. It's going to be interference to Northeast Jones. They're going to move it up 15 yards for personal foul. They're going to have it near midfield.
Just not a very wise play. Well, not a very wise thing to do. I mean, I know, there's not much time left in this first half, and, the opposition is up a touchdown. Just little things like that you really you don't want to do. So, again, this defense is going to have to show up in a major way. And, last time it didn't take long for that Mendenhall offense to get in the end zone.
that was only a 5-yard penalty. I figured that would be a 15 for a personal foul, but it was only a 5-yard penalty. It moves up to the 40. But Northeast Jones, I think they're still in good shape with just 30. Is that 20 or 30?
28.
28 seconds left. I think Northeast Jones will slow them down right here.
They're going to come out with a 2-receiver set, one on each side. They're going with 2 flankers. Running back, quarterback takes the snap, hand off to his running back. Going to pick up maybe 2 yards, but that may be coming back after there was a flag on the play. It's going to be against Mendenhall.
It's going to be against Mendenhall. Some kind of holding or illegal formation or something.
Yeah, that's a.
What was that?
I'm not sure what that.
What does
penalty
that mean?
signal is.
I guess illegal formation.
Maybe they make up their own around here. I gotta admit, I've never seen that one before. So 12 seconds left with time running down. Coming out with a 4-receiver set. Quarterback's going to hand off to it. Will fake the handoff. Going to throw over the middle. Had a receiver, but had Kyle Braddock in coverage. There's going to be 2 flags on the play.
And they're going to call interference across the middle on Northeast Jones. I know he was on him, but did he actually interfere with him? I don't know. They're going to call it. But the ball was across the middle, and it was dropped. I'm not sure if it really was interference, though.
I really don't believe that was interference.
They're going to call it, though.
I mean, he was on it, but I mean, he never, knocked him off his route or anything.
He never impeded his his progress.
I'm not. Just like we were unsure of the lead official's signal last time, I'm not sure what his flag was for this time.
The back judge don't see it.
So it looks like it's going to be another timeout called by Mendenhall with 3 seconds left in the first half.
3 seconds. Well, you can try to throw a Hail Mary. I don't think the quarterback can get it down there in the end zone. So probably what they'll try to do is throw it out there across the middle and just try to do a pitch back or what do you call a zigzag, whatever you call it. They'll do some kind of trick play to try to get in the end zone. But a Hail Mary right here, I just don't think that quarterback can throw it that far. But you only have 3 seconds to work with.
Yeah, so that may just be what Mendenhall tries to do.
If I was Mendenhall, I would just run the clock out and go in a half with a 7-point lead. That's what I look for them to do.
Well, we're going to see they're going to line up with 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Quarterback getting set with the running back to his left, take the snap, going to fake the handoff to the running back, and he looks like he's going to go deep. He has a man on him. And wow.
Look at that. I don't think he got in,
I don't
Kinsley.
think he got in either,
he
but
did.
Wow.
That was a great play call, though.
It was a great play call.
It's like I said, it was a Hail Mary. He was about 15 yards short of the end zone. He started running with it, and he pitched it back to a guy coming behind him, and I think he was 1 yard short of getting in the end zone. 1 yard.
Right, and when I looked at this play when it first developed, Ryan,
it should have been intercepted.
It should have been intercepted. Our corner was right on the receiver.
You got a hurt man. Is that a hurt man over there?
No, it's a little bag or something.
Okay.
But our cornerback was right there on the receiver. I mean, was looking at the ball the entire way, and he actually had both the receiver and the cornerback had to stop. I'm not sure how the receiver caught that ball. If I was the corner, that would have been my ball.
I couldn't believe he got the pitch back off because he was being tackled,
right,
and he was able to flip it back to his other guy, and he almost got in that end zone. He almost did it. It was almost a massacre play for Northeast Jones.
Right, yeah, that would have been bad at this point in the ball game.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Well, we're going to step away for a moment, and Brian, since I have you with me, we're going to take a small break, and when we come back, we're going to, talk a little bit of stats for our halftime show.
Okay.
All right, so guys, stay with us. Thank you so much for tuning into this broadcast brought to you by Scenic Productions, LLC, and fueled by Southeastern Baptist College, Keys Automotive Services, and Flicka's Tax Services. We'll be right back momentarily. This broadcast is brought to you by Scenic Productions, LLC, and fueled by the following.
Flicka's Tax Service. With tax season just around the corner, visit Flicka's Tax Service in Taylorsville, Mississippi, providing expert knowledge on all returns from 1040EZs to corporations as well as payroll. Flicka's Tax Service. Call 601-785-6900. Southeastern Baptist College, empowering students to reach their spiritual, academic, and athletic potential. Discover the difference at your hometown college. Southeastern Baptist College, equipping the saints.
Having AC issues? Does your vehicle no longer drive like new? Head on over to Keys Automotive in Laurel. Keys Automotive specializes in repairing foreign and domestic vehicles. Keys Automotive, located at 623 Arco Lane in Laurel, or call Charles Keys at 601-649-0517.
Hey, this is Mason Smith, quarterback and defensive back for the Northeast Jones Tigers and the Scenic Productions LLC Week 3 Player of the Game. Thank you for supporting the Tigers and tuning into this broadcast.
And welcome back to the broadcast. We're at halftime now, and at halftime, the Mendenhall Tigers are leading the Northeast Jones Tigers 14-7. Well, Brian, what do you take from the entire first half from the Northeast Jones Tigers? You know, first offensively, then defensively.
Well, first of all, if I'm Keith Braddock, I'm disappointed that I'm behind this ballgame. He should be ahead. I mean, that score could easily be the other way. Northeast Jones' offense looking good. They've got about 128 yards rushing, got 20 yards passing. The problem is Mendenhall's got 158 yards rushing and 50 passing. So they're moving the ball with big plays. Northeast Jones is moving the ball down the field using their running game, and it's just disappointing that they're behind in this ball game.
You're exactly right, Brian.
But defensively, I thought they hung tough, and Northeast Jones wanted to come out here in the second half and just win this ball game.
You're right. And now, speaking of Coach Braddock, I had a moment to have some time to talk with him a little bit after we arrived here at Mendenhall, and here's what he had to say about tonight's ball game. The voice of the Northeast Jones Tigers, Kinsley Key, is here with the NEJ Tigers head coach, Keith Braddock. Coach, first of all, a pretty messy day due to heavy rain. Did your team prepare for this, and did you think it'll have a bearing on your game plan?
Well, I believe the last time we sat out in the rain was homecoming for the Tigers, and that turned out pretty good, don't you think?
I do think so.
No, this time of year, you've usually played in a wet game, and you've practiced. We always want to practice in one early. Of course, you don't want to. This time of year, you typically don't want to. You don't want to practice, in this stuff unless you just have to. But we'll be fine. I mean, it's going to be. Like I told them at pregame, it's going to be wet for when both teams have the ball, when both teams kick, when both teams punt. It's not going to be dry for them all of a sudden. So it's nasty weather. Nothing we can do about that. Go out and get after it and see what happens.
All right, tough loss last week. What is your team's mindset going into this game?
Well, they understand. They understand we win. We win 2 ball games. That we got a chance to host a game at Northeast, a playoff game, and that's our goal. That's what we want to do. That's our main goal is go out and handle our business, take care of ourselves.
All right. And finally, nearing the end of the season, how does the team's playoff picture look right now?
Well, we think if we can win 2 games, we'll give ourselves a chance to host. Now, it's some other things that's got to happen, but we know we're in the playoffs, which that was the number 1 goal. So we're excited about that. We do know we're in the playoffs. It's just now about seeding and who beats who and things like that. And all we want to try to do is we want to try to control our own destiny, and we can do that, by winning 2 games.
All right, thank you, Coach. Best of luck to you and the Tigers.
Thank you.
And that was a few words from Coach Braddock. Always a pleasure speaking to Coach Braddock before the ball game. Well, we're going to go ahead and end this first half of this broadcast early, and when we come back for the second half, the Northeast Jones Tigers will come out and receive the kickoff and hopefully get this ball game changed around. Once again, thank you for tuning into this broadcast, brought to you by Scenic Productions LLC and fueled by Southeastern Baptist College, Keys Automotive Services, and Flicka's Tag Service. Again, I'm the voice of the Northeast Jones Tigers, Kinsley Keys, signing off for this first half of the broadcast. We'll be back momentarily to start the second half. Stay tuned.